I'm gonna start reading the Blinding 13 series. My goal is to finish the whole series by the end of this year. Like 1st of January, I'm gonna have finished all the 7, I think there is, or is it 6? Today we're starting with Binding 13. You guys will be able to come along this journey of reading. I just want to come in and say I'm at page 100. I have started to really like it. Is that like they've had one conversation, and I know the book is long and they will have plenty more. I'm just waiting for them to talk again, and it will probably come soon. But I really do adore the book, so I'm excited to see what's happening. Guess we just finished Binding 13! I did, and I just want to run to the bookstore and buy Keeping 13. It has taken me 4 days to finish this book because I've been completely hooked. And so I finished it this morning. But it just stops. Like, it feels like the second book should just have like been right here. I would have been the biggest hater if I had read this book when it first came out before the second book came out. Because the way this book ends, it ends like a new chapter would come. Like, it ends like the book shouldn't end. But let's just say it's a 5-star book, and it was a little bit slow in some parts. Like, maybe you could have skipped a couple of chapters, but also those slow chapters made, when they finally spoke and did things, so much more like tickling in yours, because she built it up so perfectly, and so therefore they're needed. I like the book. I prefer Johnny's poop, and I'm so excited for the next one. Let's see what happens. Received it last night. I read a couple pages before I fell asleep, so I'm gonna read a little bit tonight. I'll see how far I'll come, and right now it's very good, but I'm currently thinking, like, what is the rest of this book gonna be about? Because it feels like they need to be together like soon. So I'm thinking either they're gonna like go with college and it's gonna be trouble there, or they will have a very long chapters about them not being together again because of their parents and stuff. I don't know, so I just have to read and find out. I just finished Keeping 13. This has been a journey, and it feels very weird to like be done with Johnny and Shannon. Let's just say I really liked this book. I loved it. I liked the first book more because it had like this cute love scene. This was more like very traumatic. Oh, it was more sadness, and I felt like some parts were like very like repeatedly like. This book has taken me about a week to read, a week and 2 days. I'd say this is a 4-star book. Keeping 13 to Saving 6. I just got it. I just went and bought it. I'll start reading this tonight. I've finished Saving 6. I really liked it and enjoyed it, but it's a very beautiful love story, a little bit more naughty than the other books. If I'm gonna give a little bit critique, is that like in the other books you really got to know like Joey and Shannon like the deepest, like all how they work and how they function and why they do certain stuff. But like I feel like of course you got to know Joey in that way, and I like, because I already knew a lot about his past and his family, and then he also talked a bit about how he worked, but I didn't feel like I got to know Aoife that good. I understood like how she worked in a certain way, like that she's very confident and that she's very she's a very strong woman, and that you got to know. But you didn't like get this, like you didn't get this like full why she works in certain ways and how she handles different situations. But it's like all like every chapter that she has is almost just when she's with Joey, and it's all about Joey and his pain. Of course I know a lot about her, but not in the same way that you did with Johnny and Shannon, or Joey for that matter, and that's my small critique. Although this book took the longest for me to read, the storyline felt so fast, which I do understand because they jump from 1st year to 6th year, I think it is, so they have to go by fast for the authors to like be able to get it all in there, of course, and that I do get, but that also made it not as like big, because with the 13s it was like such a slow build that made you really like get to know the characters before they got to know each other, and then you follow them while they got to know each other. All was just so much more like relatable in some sort of way, but like this went by super fast, which made me not like get to know them in the same way. It's a really good book. I really enjoyed it. I'd say redeeming 13 is up for 4.5 star, and this is a 4-star book. Now I'm on to reading Redeeming 6. Wait, Redeeming 13? Keeping 13. I'm sorry, all these names. I started reading this last night and I'm already at page 120. I just finished Redeeming 6, and let me tell you, it's been hell of a fucking ride. Don't hate me for being completely honest with y'all right now. I did enjoy reading this book. I feel like she could have taken the last book and this book and made it one book with like 800 pages. She didn't need to make it this long. She didn't have to repeat this much. Because every chapter feels the same. Every chapter is the same discussions, the same thoughts, the exact same feelings throughout every chapter of this entire book. Maybe it can have something to do with me not taking a break with another book in between. But honestly, you all have to agree with me. It's just the same discussions all over and over again. First, 6th book, I like the beginning, like when you get to know them and when they fell in love. Imagine reading 800 pages about the same negativity, same thoughts, and same conversations all over again, over and over again. Because this book hasn't been interesting before he went into the health center, like the last 100 pages. Like that's when I got stuck again, and that's when I finally enjoyed the book. Because that was a new perspective, that was something new happening. Nothing good happens throughout all these pages. I can't be the only one having this opinion. And I'm honestly so excited to enter a new people's love story. I knew everything that would happen, so therefore that made it not as exciting to read it. So therefore, I also feel like they could have the beginning, a little bit during, but then mostly after, because that's the parts we don't know. That's the parts we want to know. We don't want to know what we already know. I'm super excited reading Taming 7, so I don't know if I'm gonna start today or if I'm gonna start tomorrow. The booty, shake the booty, twerk. You're catching me a pre-girls night out, so therefore I look fucking awesome. I finished Taming 7 this morning. This was so good. Like I should have read another book in between just to like come back and be like interested all again. Therefore in the beginning it went pretty slow, although I liked the story. But I basically read like half the book. I started yesterday and then I read it all today because it was so freaking good. I loved it, and the plot twist, it was like, girl, very sad. I cried more to that scene than I did to the 13th scene. This is 4.5 stars. Now it's time for releasing 10, and this one is huge. I think there is like, girl, it's 700 pages, so I'm not super excited to read this. Wait, what the fuck? Look at the size of that. Wait, am I tripping? Or is it so much smaller? It is smaller, right? Child. I need to say that I'm afraid this will be just like Redeeming 6. I'm scared I will hate this story. Because right now I don't feel the slightest interested in reading about Hughie? I've never said his name about Hughie? Oh my god, I can say it. But I'm like not excited reading about him and Lizzie at all. Like it holds no interest to me. Like at all. I don't want to know. That's so mean. But that's the truth. When I start reading, I'm gonna tell myself that I'm so interested and I'm gonna go in open-minded. But I'm just letting y'all know I'm not that excited. So maybe it flips me over. But I want this one to start where this one ended. That's the only way this can be good. I'm gonna give it a try, and hopefully I'm gonna sit here flabbergasted and in love with both the characters and very happy. So we'll see. Woo! I'd say this is the 3rd best book, or even 2nd. I'd say Keeping 13 and Taming 7 is like sharing 2nd place at the moment. It is finally time. The day has come that I have finished reading The Voice of Tommen. I am in love with this series. This is my favorite book series I've ever read by far. You follow all these people, and all these people is in each story. You get new perspective in each story of all these people, and it's just such a lovely, it is such a lovely thing to witness, like to read a story that you can like capture in the real world so easily. Before I dive into my opinion overall, we can't forget the one and only releasing 10. When I look back at the previous video of me talking, I felt like, girl, shut your big ass up, because you do not know what you're about to read. This book flew over all my expectations. I love this book. Like, I don't even know where to put it in my like rate. This book contains so much background, so much feelings. Like, to be able to understand someone who lives with the diagnosis Liz is facing, to read about the trauma and how it like changes her and how it changes her thinking. It's so sad, and it's just, although this book is like one of the worst, like one of the saddest of them all, I still love it so much because you really got to like live into it. You got this whole new understanding perspective that I don't feel like I have read in others. Chloe is very good at writing and making you understand different of disorders people face or difficult life situations. She makes you understand all of these people's traumas in such a beautiful way, and makes you like relate to stuff you could never really relate to based on your real life. I love this new side we got to see of Hugo and Hughie, and when you think back now at like how he's been throughout the books, he's been very laid back, not talking that much, and like now when I have like seen where he comes from and what made him that way, and like all the scenes, like it makes me like realize why he was quiet throughout a lot of scenes with Missy. Although I need to say that I could tell that this love story wasn't planned when she wrote the 13 books. I don't blame her. That's just how it is being an author and writing books. Sometimes you have it all planned out, and sometimes it goes along the way, and that is not to blame. I think she did very well. Like also in the end, like the ending scene, it was so sad when they just like talked it all out before they went to different separate ways. It's such a beautiful book. These three is just so hard to pick between. I would like to make them all my second. I've talked to a lot of friends that have read this Redeeming 6, and for most people this was one of their favorites, and I'm just so surprised. So therefore I take back a little bit of my hard critique. It could be that I was in a very bad mindset while reading it, I don't know. But I still stand by that I felt like Redeeming 6 just, I'm a person who needs a little bit of like happy moments. It can be simple conversations, it can be simple, like it can be the simple things. It doesn't have to be like a big situation. I did not feel any positivity or good feeling throughout this whole book, so therefore this one is placed last. This one I liked at the beginning. I loved to read about Eva and Joey when they fell in love, how they got to know each other and all their early problems. Why this one is placed fourth is basically because this was my cup of tea. Their love story, the way they handle all situations. These characters are the most like myself and how I would handle all the situations they're in. So therefore, I need to put this one before 10. And why I put 13 before is for obvious reasons, in my opinion. Because these made this all happen. These made everyone in love with the series. These made everyone want to read them. Like you can tell, this has taken me 2.5 months. A lot of people, book talkers, they read like these books in half a month, in like 1 month at highest. But like I have a full-time job. When I get home, I like watching YouTube, I like listening to music, I like reading. When I read before bed, I fall asleep. My shifts often starts at 6 and I wake up at 4 to go to the gym before. So I fall asleep very early. I have that much spare time, and although I could come home and just read, that's not always what I want. So therefore, I love reading, but it's not my only interest. But my goal was to finish the series before the next year, and that I have done, and I'm truly happy with it, and I love the series. And I'm so excited for the new books to come out. If you haven't read this, I truly recommend, and give it a shot, because it's always hard in the beginning to start a new book. Give it a shot, give it a go. You will probably love it. I hope you do, because I did. I hope you all have enjoyed this very long video, and that you do not hate me for my opinion about Redeeming 6. And I hope you all have a very, very Merry Christmas and a really, really Happy New Year, and I'll see you